Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for subscribing if you do. This is my first creepy stories time. Story time. Say stories time. My first creepy story time of the Halloween spooky season. So thank you for subscribing and get comfortable. Don't leave the lights on. Turn the lights on. Wait, don't leave them on. Turn them. Wait, I'm done. Don't turn your lights off because this is scary. Wait, what? You know what I mean, girl. Keep your lights on. That's what I mean. Oh my god. I am not this ditzy usually. Just kidding, I am. I'm just kidding. But thank you for subscribing and supporting this channel. It means a lot to me. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing all this. I'm really hyper, you guys. Oh, okay. You guys, I'm gonna calm down a little bit. This is a scary story time. So let's get in this spooky mood, girl. Okay. Spooky vibes. Okay. Yes. This story time takes place in 2007. Now, I was 18 because I was in high school later than I should. That's a whole different story, girl. I moved around a lot. I got behind. It is what it is. I graduated at 20. Okay. But when I was 18, I was a junior in high school. And I started to babysit because homeworld needed the extra money, honey. And they were paying me well to babysit. So I did. For a couple of years in high school, I did babysit. And I babysitted these twin boys. They were so cute. These twin 7-year-old boys. They were so sweet. I'm not going to say their names, but I will say that I babysitted them for a year. They were well-behaved boys. They were so nice, very sweet. Never gave me any problems, you know, always went to bed on time, always ate their veggies. Were very, very polite and very, very respectful. And their parents, I was also friends with their parents, obviously. We had a good relationship because, you know, they trusted me to, you know, babysit their kids for years, obviously. So, one Halloween, I know it's so corny, right, Halloween, but I swear, only this stuff happens to me. It's only crazy, okay? So one Halloween night, well, not one Halloween night, Halloween 2007, I was, they called me and said, oh my god, I know it's last minute, can you babysit our kids? I hope you don't have any plans. I'm like, girl, I am free, girl. Especially when I'm getting paid, I'm always free, Miss Thing, okay? So, they offered me a good amount of money. They said, we'll double your rate, just please come babysit our kids. We have a family emergency, we have to go right away. And I said, no problem, yeah, like, I can stay until late hours. They said, great. We're gonna be several hours. We have to go out of town. We're gonna drive back. We're gonna be 6-7 hours. I said, that's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Your kids are safe with me. And they said, yeah, just make sure they do their homework, they eat their dinner, and then put them to bed. I'm like, okay, no problem, easy can do. So at the time I was dating this guy who went to my school. I'm gonna call him Tommy. Obviously that isn't his real name. Me and Tommy were dating for a few months. He was a prankster. He was a big fan of Viva La Bam and Jackass and, you know, those shows back in the day that were really popular, like in the 2000s. And he liked to pull pranks on me. I know. And his friends and everything else. He was a class clown, you know. Okay. So I get to the house. The kids are just so happy to see me. They give me a hug. They say, oh, Michaela, we missed you. I said, I missed you guys too. And we have dinner. I prepare the dinner for them. And then we play like Uno for an hour. And then I say, okay, well, it's time for bed. You know, it's time for bed. So they go to bed and everything is good. An hour goes by. I'm just on my phone, you know, in the living room, you know. Oh my god, okay, this is when it starts getting scary. So like, okay, ready for this? Okay. The home phone rings. Okay. So I pick it up, thinking, oh my god, it's them checking up on me and seeing if I'm, you know, if everything's fine. So I check up, I check up on them. I open the phone, I answer the phone, and it's the parents. And they're like, hey, you know, we're gonna be a couple more hours late. I said, no problem, no problem. It said, we might be until 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, that's totally fine. I can stay until 2, 3, it's fine. They're like, okay, great. So I hang up the phone, 10 minutes go by, the phone rings again. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, everything is fine. I answer the phone. All I hear is this. I'm just like, hello? And then I hear more breathing. I was like, hello? And then I hang up. Ugh, creeps me out. It's like the sickest breathing. It's like, I'm like, oh God. It's honestly, I can hear it in my dreams, like, even to this day. It's so scary. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm trying not to laugh because I know it sounds funny, like, doing that noise, but, like, it was, at the time, imagine, like, when I'm in a dark house, the kids are sleeping upstairs, I'm all alone. I won't even tell you guys it's raining outside. It's storming. It's storming. It's, like, lightning. It's storming. I'm, like, I'm worried the power's gonna go off. I'm, like, scared. I'm alone. Oh, my God. So it's, like, 8:30 at night. Another 30 minutes go by. The phone rings again. I think, okay, it must be them checking up on us. Nope. It's this maniac, and it's more breathing. Like grumbling and weird noises, like, oh, it's so sick. Like, oh my God, it's sickening, you guys. Not in a good way. I hang up. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is just gross. So the lightning is just like, coming, white sheets, like, like roaring the sky, and like the house is shaking and I'm thinking, okay, let me check on the kids, make sure they're not awake and scared. They're not. They slept through the whole thing. I'm like, well, good for you. I check on the kids. They're snoring. They're perfectly sleeping. Their night lights on. Everything's fine. Go back downstairs. I'm like, okay, the kids are okay. They're sleeping soundly. I'm wide awake. The parents haven't called me in an hour and a half. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm sure it's a prank. I just forget about it. Turn on TV. A Friends marathon's on. I'm like, perfect. Ross and Rachel. That'll take my scares away. I'm sad. So I'm watching Friends, and it was the episode in which Ross and Rachel finally kissed for the first time. That's one of my favorite episodes ever. At the very end when they kiss in the cafe, and like it's like no. Oh my God, I love it. If you haven't seen that scene, check it out on YouTube. It's so good. Okay, anyway, this is it about that. I'm done. ADHD. Hi, how are ya? I'm done. But anyway, I put the hot and hot mess. Yes. Okay. So the rain's pouring outside. The lights are flickering, like literally, like. The lights are flickering. Those are umbrella lights. Master of the sound effects and lighting effects. This calls a mistress? Wow. You know what? I'm officially deceased. I'm done. Cremated the house. Okay. Anyway, so the lights are flickering. I'm scared. I'm like, what the hell's going on? The phone rings again. I'm like, oh my God, this is that guy again. It's now 9:30 at night. I answer the phone. It's the parents. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, they say, is everything okay? I'm like, everything is fine, but I'm getting these, I'm hoping it's prank calls. This guy breathing, he's like, oh, I'm sure it's just some Halloween prank. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not worried, then I'm not worried. And they're like, are the kids okay? I'm here. I checked on them. They're sleeping soundly. They're snoring. They're just fine. They're like, okay, great. We'll be another couple hours. I'm like, okay, no problem. I hung up with them. They're fine. They're not worried. The kids are fine. I'm not worried. I'm like, okay. So the Friends marathon is on. I watch another episode. The phone rings. I'm like, okay, maybe they're almost here. I answer the phone. I mute the TV, answer the phone. It's the breathing again. I'm like, okay, who is this? And the voice says, you're in danger. You're in danger. And then they hang up. I'm like, oh, hell no. You cannot pay me enough for this. Like, double my rate. I want 4 times my rate. I'm like, what the hell is this? The kids are sleeping. It's supposed to be an easy job. The kids are sleeping. I'm watching Friends. Everything is good. The parents are on their way, and some stalker is calling me. Great. So I just, okay, you know what? I check on the kids one more time. Everything's fine. No one's upstairs. The rain finally stops. I'm like, oh my God. This is ridiculous. Another 30 minutes go by. I'm like, okay. I haven't gotten a call. The rain has stopped. I'm just gonna maybe pop some popcorn and just watch some more Friends and just wait for them to get home. Nope. Bang, 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 bang on the front door. I was like, oh my God. What the hell? So I go to the front door. No one's there. I check through the peephole. So then I start popping the popcorn. Bang, 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 bang. I check the peephole again to the door. No one's there. I'm like, you know what? This is actually getting ridiculous. I pop the popcorn. The parents call again. They're like, we're like an hour away. Is everything okay? I'm like, I got another call. Creepy call. I got someone on the door, pounding the door. I keep checking, no one's there. They're like, oh, you know what? We have these weird neighbors. They're probably just pulling a prank on you. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, as long as you're not concerned, I'm not concerned. I'm a bit worried, though. The kids are fine. Everything's fine. The rain has stopped. They're like, yes, the rain has stopped. We should be there soon. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. I'll be here. I hang up. I get a call. More breathing. I say, are you the one at the door? Please stop. And then the phone is silent. And the person says, you should be scared. And hangs up. So I'm just like, okay, this is obviously some prank. I kind of stopped getting worried. This is actually ridiculous. So another hour goes by. The door stops. Everything's fine. I don't hear another knock. They finally come home. I tell them I got another call. Said I should be scared. They're like, don't worry about it. It's probably nothing. They pay me 3 times my rate. Very sweet of them. Everything's fine. The kids sleep through everything. The rain, the thunder, the lights flickering, the knocking on the door, and the phone calls. I'm like, these kids, they're like everyone's dream child. Like, they can just sleep through anything. Great. So everything works. Everything's great. So I say goodbye to, the parents. Everything's fine. I get my payment from them. And my boyfriend comes to pick me up from the house. I get in the passenger seat and we're driving away. He's like, so how was your night? I say, well, not really good. Some freak was prank calling me, breathing, saying I'm in danger, I should be scared, and I got knocks on the door. These neighborhood kids have gotten ridiculous. He said, oh, is that right? I'm like, yeah. He said, you should be scared. I'm like, Tommy, you're an idiot. Really? He said, what? You're too easy. I had to. I'm like, oh my God. So you're the one who called me. He's like, of course I did. I called you. And I had my friend call you too a couple times. I'm like, you're an idiot. Whatever. You're so immature. And you had to pound the door. What if you woke up the kids? He said, what do you mean? I'm like, the call's okay. That was not really cool. But you didn't have to pound the door. What if the kids woke up? He's like, I didn't pound the door. Oh, so you got your friend to do it? He said, no. No, what do you mean? He's like, we called you, yeah. Like, the breathing and the weird noises and the danger thing, like, that was all us. But, like, we didn't come to the house. We didn't pound any door. So I'm like, so that wasn't you guys. You pinky swear. So yeah, swear, honest. So who was at the door? He said, I don't know. To this day, I don't know who it was. Was it a prank? Was it the neighbors? Was my boyfriend lying? Was it his friend? Or was it someone a boogeyman? I don't even know. I don't want to know. All I know is I'm okay. I got paid good for that scary night. The parents are fine. The kids are sleeping upstairs. Everything's fine. But, girl, that is not fun. That was freaky and scary. And the fact that, like, I don't know who was the one pounding at the door that night still gives me chills to this day. So, what do you think happened? Let me know in the comments below. Like up for more scary story times all month long. And subscribe for more videos and so much more. Mwah! Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, happy Halloween. Bye, guys.